Whoa. They never realized what was hiding behind your quiet smile. They look at you, smile painted, eyes wide, innocent, harmless. They don't see the teeth behind the grin, the mind quietly sharpening itself. They don't see the patience in your stillness. The calm before a storm is invisible until it rips through. You've learned the sweetest weapon is underestimation. They cheer for the mask. They bow to the illusion. And you watch. Every laugh they offer, every nod of approval, it fuels the other you, the one they can't recognize until it's too late. You savor it. You let them believe. Every word you speak is measured. Every step calculated. They think they know you. They think they hold the script. But the script was burned the moment you learned to smile while planning your chaos. You've mastered the quiet art of being ignored, being dismissed as a gift. They hand you the perfect cover. You slip beneath it like smoke. Invisible, malicious, precise. You study them. Every twitch, every blink, every moment of overconfidence, recorded in your mind like a map of weakness. And when you move, it will be surgical, deadly, beautiful. They call you kind, gentle, soft. They fail to notice the storm in your chest, the quiet fury that eats at your ribs. You remember every betrayal, every laugh at your expense, every not good enough tossed like a knife. And now it's sharpened, turned inward, honed into purpose. The mask is no longer just a disguise. It's armor, it's power. It's a warning whispered without sound, and they won't hear it until it's too late. You've been underestimated for years. Every slight is a brick in your empire. Every sneer is a step toward dominion. Patience. Oh, the beauty of patience. They rage, they fume, they panic. You sit, watching, learning, laughing quietly at their ignorance. The mask stays, the eyes stay soft, the mind stays lethal, and when the moment comes, it will not be messy. It will be precise, efficient. Every move was a lesson they wish they never had to learn. They won't see the hand guiding the chaos. They'll only see the results, and it will be too late for apologies, too late for regret, too late for them to ever understand what walked among them. Every smile hides intent. Every gesture is camouflage. You are the predator in plain sight, and yet they don't notice. They never notice. They never will. They are blind to the intelligence behind the grin, blind to the patience behind the quiet, blind to the fury behind every calm breath. And that is your masterpiece. You've turned invisibility into artistry, indifference into a weapon. And when they finally feel your strike, they will remember the mask, but not the mind behind it. That will stay forever unseen. You've waited, you've planned, you've laughed when they thought you were harmless, and now the next act begins. They are still blind, still trusting, still soft. They think they are ready for the world. You know they are not. They have no idea, and your grin widens. Because when the illusion cracks, it will be exquisite, and the calm, the terrifying, absolute calm before the storm is yours alone. Look in the mirror. Really look. The face staring back. It's a lie, a weak shadow of what you could be. You've been telling yourself stories for years, excuses, comforts, little lies to make the pain manageable. It's beautiful, isn't it? How fragile we are when we hide behind illusions. But the mirror doesn't lie. The mirror shows teeth that need sharpening, fire that needs feeding. That reflection is dead weight. Kill it. Smirk at it. Watch it crumble under the weight of your ambition. Every hesitation, every apology, every maybe I can't. Burn it and watch the smoke rise. They told you to be careful, to blend, to play nice. They smiled at your limits. They cheered when you hesitated, but hesitation is rust, and rust has no place here. You take the fire they tried to smother and make it your weapon. Every fear, every doubt, every half-hearted attempt becomes fuel. The reflection you've been feeding is weak, and weak things die quietly. But you thrive. You thrive in the collapse. You grin as the ashes of your former self swirl around your feet. It's messy, it's painful, and it's perfect. Pain is a gift wrapped in cruelty, and you've learned to open it without flinching. Every rejection, every betrayal, every laugh behind your back, you keep them close. They are lessons, they are reminders, they are proof. Proof that you survived. Proof that the mirror is no longer a prison but a canvas. You take a razor to the edges of your doubt. Carve yourself sharper, cleaner, harder. And when you step away from the shattered reflection, they will barely recognize you. Neither will you. And that's the point. Watch them. Watch you. They expected fragility. They expected excuses. They expected hesitation. Instead, you move like a storm. Silent, precise, calculated. Every muscle, every thought, every breath, designed for dominance. The reflection that stared back at you yesterday is gone. The mask is gone too. What remains is pure intent, and it terrifies the world that once laughed at your softness. You are not the person they underestimated. You are the person they never imagined. Destruction is art, self-destruction even more. You destroy what was holding you back, piece by piece. The mirror cracks, but you don't falter. You lean into the chaos. You savor it. Because in chaos there is clarity. In destruction there is rebirth. And in the ashes of who you were, rises who you are meant to be. Every scar, every mistake, every hesitation, perfect brushstrokes on a canvas the world will not understand. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the burn. Let the fire crawl under your skin. Every step from here is deliberate. Every action calculated. The reflection is gone. The weak lies are gone. Only you remain. Raw, hungry, brilliantly dangerous. And when they finally notice, it will be too late. They never saw it coming. They never were ready. And you will be unstoppable. Anger is a furnace. Let it burn. Let it consume. They made you small. They laughed at your patience. They counted your silence as weakness. Every slight, every betrayal, every insult poured gasoline on the fire. They never knew you carried. You've been patient too long. Now patience becomes rage, cold, sharp, beautifully unrelenting. Rage is not chaos. Rage is control. Rage is power you wear like armor. And the world has no idea what's coming. Every heartbeat pounds like a drum of war. You feel it in your ribs, in your teeth, in your eyes. The things they said, the things they did, echo like broken glass inside your skull. You don't scream. You don't cry. You feed. You feed on it. Let it twist into precision. Let it sharpen your mind. The fire inside does not burn aimlessly. It calculates. It watches. It waits. And when it strikes, the fury will feel like poetry, brutal and perfect. Pain is no longer a chain. Pain is a compass. Every wound, every humiliation, every scar points to one destination: power, control, the apex of yourself. You remember every face that doubted you, every laugh that cut too deep, every whispered you'll never make it. Good. Remember, let it simmer, let it swell. Rage without direction is madness. Rage with purpose is art. And you are an artist of fire. You paint with fury. You sculpt with fury. Every strike deliberate. Every move a lesson. They will never forget. They fear confrontation. They fear intensity. You embrace it. You drink it. You wear it. Let it burn through your veins until your thoughts crackle and spark. There is a satisfaction in knowing the world expects you to break. But you don't. You channel it. You twist it. You make it bend to your will. They see chaos. But underneath, you see clarity. They see rage. But underneath, you see strategy. They don't know. They will never know. And that is the beauty of it. Let your anger be the engine. Every doubt they planted, every slight they offered, every not enough thrown your way becomes fuel for movement, for precision, for ascension. Do not apologize. Do not temper it. Rage is sacred in its own way, pure, untamed. A force that whispers, that threatens, that seduces. And when they finally see the aftermath, they will tremble because they believed you powerless, and they were wrong. Rage is not destruction. Rage is creation. Creation of strength. Creation of dominance. Creation of a mind they cannot predict. You are fire and calculation fused. You are patience and fury entwined. You are the storm they never anticipated. And when you finally release it, when the fire erupts, they will realize one terrifying truth. You were never what they saw. You were always more. And they were never ready. They don't see you coming. They think the world is orderly, predictable, safe. Safety is a joke. Order is a trap. And you are neither. You are the ghost in the room, the shadow at the corner of their vision. Every word they speak, every move they make, cataloged, measured, stored. You move without announcement. You strike without warning. The beauty is in the silence before the chaos. The elegance is in the patience that fools them into comfort. Strategy is an invisible weapon. It hides behind smiles. It lurks beneath nods. It whispers in the pauses. You plan while they fumble. You calculate while they panic. And they don't even notice. You are the storm they cannot forecast. They are blind to the mind behind the mask, blind to the method in the madness. Every interaction, every glance, every gesture is a thread in the web you weave. They are the flies, you are the architect. Control is quiet, subtle. The world misunderstands subtlety. They think boldness is strength, loudness is power. They are fools. The real strength is invisible. The real power is unnoticed. They will only see the results, the precision, the inevitability, and when they do, they will shiver. Not at what you did, at the fact they never saw it coming. You have turned invisibility into dominance, patience into weapon, silence into terror. Manipulation is an art form, not the cheap kind they warn children about, not the obvious tricks of deceit. No, the kind that bends reality, that reshapes perception, that makes them believe they acted while you were moving them. They are dancers. You are the conductor. Every smile, every pause, every whisper, a note in a symphony of strategy. They will never know how carefully they were guided, and that ignorance is your masterpiece. Power is the hidden current beneath calm waters. The world sees only the surface. You dive below, every move deliberate, every thought calculated. You anticipate resistance before it exists. You shape outcomes before they are conceived. And when you emerge, when you take the stage they never prepared, they will realize the terrifying truth. They were never playing chess. They were playing checkers against a mind that sees the board in ways they cannot imagine. Invisible does not mean passive. Patience does not mean weakness. Silence does not mean submission. You are the hand that guides chaos, the mind behind inevitability, the calm in the storm. And when the strike lands, when the world finally understands the precision of your patience, it will not be mercy they feel. It will be awe, fear, respect, and most importantly, they will understand one fact too late. You were never seen, and they were never ready. Silence is louder than screams. They hear nothing and assume everything is safe. Foolish. The quiet is a predator. The pause is a blade. You do not announce yourself. You do not beg for attention. You let absence speak. Every word you withhold, every glance unreturned, it gnaws at them. It unsettles. It grows. And they can't fight it because they don't even know what they are afraid of. They chatter. They fill the air with noise. They mistake noise for power. They mistake talking for control. You know better. You watch. You wait. You let their chaos build. Every misstep, every overconfidence, every foolish reveal, it is a gift. You do not act immediately. You let it ferment. You let it rot. And when the moment arrives, the strike is quiet. Precise, lethal, invisible until it lands. Silence teaches lessons louder than shouts. It exposes weakness. They try to hide. Every hesitation they believe is hidden. You see, every lie, every insecurity, every blind spot, clear as crystal. They cannot hide from stillness. They cannot resist the pressure of nothingness. You are a mirror of their own uncertainty, and that reflection, it terrifies them. The more they talk, the louder your silence screams. They try to fill the gaps. They attempt to predict. They stumble. You watch them scramble, desperate to regain control, and you smile. Not out loud, not yet, inside, quietly. Every flinch is a victory, every anxious glance a confirmation, every assumption shattered without a word, proof that silence is a weapon sharper than any blade. And they have no defense. Power hides in what is unsaid. Influence lives in absence. Fear grows where there is nothing to grasp. You have learned this. You have practiced it. And now, every moment you remain quiet is a statement. Every pause is a strategy. Every invisible move is an assertion of dominance. They will never understand until it is too late. And by then, the damage is already done. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not surrender. Silence is control. Silence is clarity. Silence is chaos in its purest, most beautiful form. You are the stillness they cannot tolerate, the calm they misinterpret, the threat they ignore. And when your silence finally breaks, when your actions speak, they will know one terrible truth. You were never passive. You were never naive. You were always the storm they could not see. Mastery is not given. It is hunted. Every skill, every thought, every movement, honed until it cuts through hesitation like a razor. You watch the world stumble and fumble while you refine. Obsession is your heartbeat. Every second wasted by others is fuel for your dominance. They rest. They settle. They believe mediocrity is enough. You laugh quietly. You never rest. You never settle. You become the storm they cannot measure. Repetition is not torture. It is a weapon. Every motion practiced until instinct owns it. Every thought is repeated until clarity burns through distraction. They think talent is natural. Luck is random. You know better. Talent is forged. Luck is manufactured. And obsession is the forge that burns hotter than their ignorance. You watch them fail, and you sharpen your edge. You do not envy. You do not complain. You rise. Perfection is not soft. It is cold. It is precise. It is silent and deadly. Every error is a lesson. Every failure, a step closer to supremacy. They fear imperfection. They cling to excuses. You embrace them. You dissect them. You integrate them. And when they stumble into your presence, when they meet the mind perfected by obsession, they will stumble again. Not because you fought them, not because you shouted, because you were always beyond them, always ahead. Passion is not enough. Desire is not enough. Hunger alone is meaningless. Only relentless refinement commands respect. They underestimate what it takes to dominate. They laugh at those who grind silently. They dismiss those who practice in the shadows. You are the shadow. You are the quiet in the corner of their vision that grows sharper every day. And when the world finally notices, it will be too late. They will see mastery, they will see intent, and they will realize they never imagined its cost. Obsession isolates, it consumes, it rejects comfort, and it creates monsters. They fear monsters. They whisper about the ones who never stop. But you do not stop. You move through life like a scalpel, carving skill into reality. Every strike precise, every action intentional. They will never understand the devotion it takes to ascend beyond them. And that ignorance is part of your advantage. You saw the mask. You saw the storm behind it. But this is only the beginning. The full truth waits in the next chapter. Watch it. Feel it. Let it change how you move in a world that underestimates you. Leave a mark in the comments. Share your fire. Tell me how you've burned your reflection, turned rage into power, and sharpened your mind like a weapon. Hey fam, you won't believe this. Yeah, they thought they had him cornered. But nah, the lone wolf had a plan. A plan so sick, so twisted, it'll blow your mind. Wow, imagine this. They walked in thinking they were hunting. Question? Who's really hunting now? Every move they made, every little misstep, led them straight into the DN. Yeah, you heard me. The trap was never theirs to set. They just thought it was. And you, yeah, you watching right now, you're not just here to watch. You're here to see the epic unfold. The strategy, the chaos, the power, all of it. Stick around, fam. Watch till the last second. You'll thank me later. Oh, don't just sit there. Hit the comments. Tell me what you think. Big respect to all my real ones out there. You're the reason stories like this get shared. You vibe with the chaos. You feel the power. You get it. You are the den's real witnesses. Yeah, this is your tribute. Your front row seat to the madness. So stay locked, eyes wide open, hearts racing. This isn't just a story. It's a lesson, a warning, and a celebration of the unstoppable. Get ready, because once you see this, you'll never underestimate the lone wolf again. They thought they had me cornered. Fools. They had no idea. Oh, the sweet illusion of control. You see, the world loves to believe in numbers and power and force. They think the loudest voices, the fastest fists, the sharpest blades can dictate the outcome. Nah, not here. Not in my den. The streets whispered my name long before they dared to breathe in my direction. Every shadow, every flicker of light, every creak in the floorboards. They underestimated the quiet force that listens, that watches, that waits. Yeah, they imagined a trap, a simple cage to snuff out a lone existence. Oh wow, it was almost laughable. Their arrogance made them blind, made them reckless. They never stopped to consider that a lone wolf is never truly alone. His mind is a fortress, his instincts honed sharper than any weapon they could wield. They counted their steps, their numbers, their courage. I counted theirs too. Every twitch of muscle, every nervous glance, every heartbeat pounding with overconfidence. Everything cataloged, stored, ready, focus, obsession, precision. These are not just words, they are lifelines. While the world rushes to overwhelm, the lone wolf moves like a shadow through it all. Calm, collected, intentional. Every pause, every hesitation, a conversation. Every breath, a strategy. And now, they think the hunt has begun. Little do they know, the hunt is a story I've been writing long before their first step. Their eyes glimmered in the dark, their teeth bared in anticipation. I can almost hear their thoughts. Tonight, we end him. They never realize the irony, that the end they seek is only the beginning of their unraveling. The air was thick with expectation, with hunger, with ego. But the den doesn't respond to chaos. It shapes it. The den doesn't forgive. It exposes. And in that quiet, looming stillness, the lone wolf prepares. Every instinct they relied upon, every overconfidence they nurtured, is a thread leading them straight into the eye of the storm. The streets, the alleys, the shadows, they bend to my understanding of them. And in this silence, the first strike is already decided, not by their hands, but by the weight of their mistake. Oh wow. Yes, they will remember this night, not as victors, but as students of the den. The beauty of this moment is in the inevitability of it. They are moving, thinking, believing, and I am already inside their minds, already one step ahead, already shaping every miscalculation into a cascade of consequences. Their confidence becomes their chain, their ambition, their undoing. And when the night cracks open, when the first shadow reaches for the prey, they will realize the brutal truth they cannot escape. Step inside, if you dare. Every shadow belongs to me. Oh, they had no clue. The moment they crossed the threshold, the rules changed. Their confidence, once a roaring fire, flickered and dimmed. They thought they were walking into the hunted, but in truth, they were walking straight into the heart of the storm. The den is not a place. It is a living organism. Every wall, every crevice, every inch resonates with the rhythm of a mind that sees too clearly, moves too silently, and waits too patiently. Yeah, it's suffocating, almost electric. The kind of tension that makes a man wish he never believed himself invincible. They stepped lightly, nervously, hearts pounding like a drum they can't silence. I watched, I observed. Every hesitation, every glance over the shoulder, it all spoke a language they never learned. Nah, they thought visibility meant advantage. But oh, wow, the shadows are mine. Each corner hides lessons they will learn too late. Every darkened room becomes a mirror, reflecting their own overconfidence. They came seeking a prize, and unknowingly became the exhibit. The air is heavy, but it whispers. It whispers stories of patience, of observation, of planning. And in this labyrinth of silence, I move with certainty. I am already where they will be. I am already what they will fear. While they stumble searching for me, I am cataloging, analyzing, predicting. Every step they take tightens the web. Every mistake they make is stitched into the pattern I designed long before they dared approach. This is the power of preparation, the power of control, the power of knowing and waiting. Oh wow. Can they feel it yet? The subtle pressure in their chest, the creeping realization that nothing here obeys them. It's intoxicating. Watching them unravel. I don't strike yet. Not because I hesitate, but because timing is the ultimate weapon. Let them breathe the air. Let them imagine they are in charge. Let them taste the illusion of victory. Because once they realize they are trapped, it will be too late. Every shadow, every silence, every small creak, they will remember it all. Not as clues, but as evidence of their miscalculation. And yet, They persist. They move forward, bravely, foolishly. That is their second mistake. The den doesn't rush. The den doesn't flinch. The den waits. And in waiting, it becomes unstoppable. I see it all. I feel it all. And I let them step further into the story they never meant to write. Oh, the irony is delicious. Their ambition blinds them to the simple truth. This is no ordinary space. This is a reflection of one mind, untamed, unyielding, and unbroken. The thrill is subtle, hidden beneath the weight of inevitability. And now, in this silence, I hear the shift. The moment of realization creeps closer. The first flicker of panic will ignite a chain reaction they cannot stop. And as the walls tighten, as the shadows close in, the true lesson becomes clear. They didn't just enter a place. They entered a mind. Desperation reveals more than courage ever could. Oh, can you feel it? That shift in the air when certainty begins to crack, when pride trembles in the presence of reality. They thought control was theirs. They thought the prey could be snared, the lone wolf overwhelmed. Nah, not tonight. The moment their first misstep collided with the subtle rhythm of my strategy, everything changed. Every plan they carried, every assumption they nurtured became fuel for their unraveling. Yeah, it's exquisite. Watching ambition dissolve into panic, watching confidence twist into hesitation. The cracks were small at first, a faltered step, a glance that lingered too long, a heartbeat that betrayed them. Oh wow, each one, a confession of weakness. They moved faster, louder, thinking speed could compensate for insight. But insight is the invisible blade, the kind that cuts without warning. And in the den, every whisper, every shadow, every silence conspires. Every miscalculation is an invitation. Every act of arrogance, a doorway to revelation. They are unraveling. And I am simply present, watching, guiding, waiting. They try to coordinate. They try to regain dominance. But panic is contagious, and the den amplifies it. Oh, the beauty of it. Their steps become erratic. Their voices tremble. Their unity fractures. Each one believes they lead. Each one suspects the other. And each step takes them deeper into the story I am writing with precision. It's psychological warfare, without a single strike thrown. The den itself is a teacher. And tonight, the lesson is unavoidable. Every hesitation is a victory. Every doubt, a weapon. Every fear, an opportunity. Oh wow, yes, they see it now, the tables turned, the predator unseen, yet undeniable. Every corner they enter, every shadow they chase folds them into my narrative. They believed in numbers, in force, but the lone wolf thrives where chaos is not feared but controlled. The apex of understanding arrives when panic meets calculation, when desperation becomes clear as daylight. And in that clarity, the truth hits. They are no longer hunters. They are the hunted. Every second they resist only sharpens the inevitability. Oh, it's subtle at first, almost poetic, then undeniable. The den doesn't judge. The den doesn't falter. It molds the outcome, shapes the mind, bends the will. And when comprehension sets in, When the first true flicker of fear ignites, the dominoes fall. Numbers cannot outmatch a mind that has already seen the end. Oh, the realization hits them now. The apex isn't a place, it's a state. A moment when chaos is no longer an obstacle, but a tool. When fear becomes clarity, and clarity becomes power. They thought their strength was in force. Nah, force is easy to anticipate, predictable, disposable. The apex belongs to the one who thinks beyond what can be seen, who moves where others stumble, who turns hesitation into opportunity. Yeah, the lone wolf thrives here. In the eye of unraveling ambition, in the shadow of overconfidence, in the silence of inevitable consequence. Their panic has mutated into awareness, slow, agonizing awareness. Every glance over the shoulder, every misstep, every miscalculation strengthens the pattern I orchestrate. Oh wow, it's intoxicating the way their own choices betray them, how their pursuit becomes their own cage. They believed they were the storm. They were the hunters. But in this apex they are fragments, pieces of a puzzle they cannot solve. Each heartbeat echoes their failing coordination. Each breath trembles with the weight of the truth. The apex was always mine. I move unseen, yet my presence is felt. I am the silence between their thoughts, the pause before their panic, the certainty that crushes uncertainty. Oh, can they sense it yet? That every exit is guided, every corridor mapped, every shadow controlled? The den doesn't rush, but it bends the world to the mind that knows no distraction. Their desperation, amplified by their own misunderstanding, only sharpens my advantage. Every step they take toward dominance tightens the chain they cannot break. The apex is not mercy. It is not forgiveness. It is a revelation. And revelation cuts deeper than any blade. Their confidence shatters, splinters into pieces that fall into my design. Every attempt to regroup is swallowed by strategy they cannot see. Every shout, every command, every order is absorbed into the momentum I've created and turned against them. Oh, the satisfaction is quiet but brutal. A symphony conducted without sound, every note a reflection of their own undoing. Now they see it. Yes, the hunter was never behind them. He was everywhere. Every misstep, every overreach, every doubt, they wrote it themselves. Oh, wow, it's inevitable. And the apex speaks plainly. Survival is no longer choice. Understanding, obedience, surrender. These are the lessons they cannot ignore. And as the walls of realization close in, the true truth becomes undeniable. Victory is quiet, but its echoes last forever. Oh, the aftermath is subtle, almost invisible. They lie in fragments, not bodies, but spirit, intention, and ego. Every move they made has been reflected back at them. Every plan dissolved by anticipation, patience, and unwavering focus. Nah, the lone wolf does not gloat. He does not celebrate in the eyes of those who tried to end him. He walks through the remnants of ambition, observing, learning, strengthening. Every mistake they offered becomes a lesson etched into the very walls of the den. Yeah, this is mastery, not through force, but through understanding. Oh wow, can they feel it? The weight of their own errors pressed into memory. Every hesitation, every glance, every miscalculation, their undoing laid bare. The den doesn't punish, it teaches. And in teaching, it molds. Patience has been their undoing, precision their invisible cage. They underestimated focus, underestimated preparation, underestimated the quiet force of a mind sharpened by discipline and vision. Every attempt to challenge me, every reckless step forward, reinforced the inevitability of what I have become. The lesson is simple. Power is not in numbers. Power is not in noise or haste. Power is in clarity, in patience, in the courage to stand alone when all else conspires against you. Oh, the beauty of it is in the silence. The streets remember, the shadows remember, and the lone wolf, he only moves forward, untouched, untouchable, unseen yet undeniable. Every shadow that dared to confront him now bends in respect. Every miscalculation now a monument to inevitability. Every lesson I take from this night strengthens the fortress within. Every misstep of theirs is cataloged, studied, and transformed into an advantage for the battles ahead. Nah, they thought they were hunters, but the hunter was always here. Every trap they imagined was already neutralized. Every corner they entered, already prepared. Every fear they carried, already anticipated. Oh, wow, it's a masterpiece of strategy, patience, and unshakable focus. And the apex of this is clear. The den is not a place. It is a mindset, a reflection of preparation, restraint, and unyielding discipline. And now, as the echoes of panic fade, as the remnants of their overconfidence dissolve, one truth remains. Underestimate the lone wolf, and you step into the den of your own undoing. Oh, yes, the lesson lingers. The lesson cuts deeper than any blade, sharper than any weapon, and lasts longer than any fear. The lone wolf survives. The lone wolf thrives. The lone wolf becomes the standard others fear to challenge. And that's how it went down, fam. Epic mistake. They tried to ambush the lone wolf and ended up trapped in his D. Yeah, you just witnessed chaos, strategy, and pure domination. Oh, wow. Can you feel that adrenaline? That's the power of focus, patience, and never underestimating the quiet ones. Every move, every misstep turned into their own undoing. And you, watching right now, yeah, you caught every second, every twist. Big respect to all my real ones out there. You're the reason we celebrate this madness. So, hit that like button if your mind just exploded. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, what would you have done if you were in their shoes? And stay tuned because more chaos, more power, more unstoppable energy is coming.